Welcome back to Markets Today. We are taking a deep dive and understanding this insurance sector. Why does it never grow? I mean, the penetration is now 2.3% as a total, comparing the premiums in the industry as a percentage of the GDP. I mean, what is happening there? You can't be, how many years in the industry? How many years have we had insurance been an active industry in Kenya, Washington?
Insurance has been there
it's been there for a very long
since
time.
Since 1944.
Since 1944. So
Yeah.
that's a very long time. But then nothing ever changes.
That's right.
Okay, so before we took the break, we were actually speaking to Mr. Washington Ndegea. He is the chairman of the Bima Intermediaries Association. In other words, he brings 10,000 insurance agents into this sector, and they contribute about 180 billion worth of premiums that are accumulated in this sector. Now, before we took a break, we were looking at the regulations and what needs to happen.
Yeah.
You're proposing that the insurance intermediaries need to come into an umbrella body.
Yeah.
I know before we started the show, we were also talking about the competitive landscape. You did mention the element of bank assurance, and now banks beginning to offer a similar product.
Sure.
How is this making insurance grow or not grow?
Let me say, when banks came on board, they're supposed to help in what we call insurance penetration. But there's something I kept on arguing. Before you bring in third parties into the sector, have you exhausted the existing parameters,
Yes.
so to speak?
Okay.
And we felt the industry has not done that at all. And we have the work of the regulators, the industries, is one of them to make sure that the modalities or the practicalities of making insurance grow in this country.
Yes.
And we felt introduction of banks was maybe premature.
And also
so to
just
speak.
cannibalizing, because it's going for the
And
same
cannibalizing.
clients.
That's right. Because when they came, immediately they came, issues started. These guys are stealing they're coercing our clients to take up business with them. The moment you go to the bank, the banks will force you
Yes.
to actually insure with the bank itself.
Yes.
And before the banks came in, we used to do insurance very, very well. There was no one who was arguing this. But the moment banks come in, and also remember, when banks come in, they have found ready cash.
Yes.
You know, these premiums, these billions we are talking about, they go to the banks. And also discovered that when the money gets to the banks never pay out this money to the insurance companies.
Oh, okay. That's
They
not
hang
good.
around with the money for
Yes.
even a year,
For a year doing other things.
blending all the money.
Okay.
This is easy money.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
from nowhere.
Yes.
Banks cannot easily leave this kind of cash. This
Okay.
ready cash. But is it helping the sector? It's not helping the sector at all. Because the people who have actually gotten involved with banks, insuring with banks,
Yes.
always end up coming back to us
Yes.
as insurance agents to help them in their claims process.
Okay.
Or to help them better understand what insurance is all about. Because banks are really not interested in insurance. They're interested in the premiums.
They're
that are
only
coming
interested in the premiums.
That's right.
Okay. So today you have the bank assurance. You also have the possible onset of digital distribution of insurance.
Yeah.
What does that mean for the sector?
The digital distribution is good. But it's one thing I said. This digital distribution, there was never a stakeholders discussion about it.
Yes.
We just came. I mean, you see, there's something I said earlier, or I think we were talking off camera, that we have ideas that are floated in the insurance industry,
Yes.
but they never get discussed by the stakeholders. You know, they're just kind of forced, and people. I don't know how even people do it. I don't know from whose benefit
Yes.
they do it.
Yes.
This digital virtual certificate should have been discussed, the pros and the cons.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, let me tell you, it might not make any difference in whatever is happening in this country.
But perhaps it's presenting an opportunity, because about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we did see a new company launch and say they have come up with an app. You download the app, you decide who you want your insurance provider to be for motor insurance, and then you pay online.
Well, you see, as far as online companies coming up is concerned,
Yes.
we as an association, we're in partnership with a company called Bima app.
Bima app. Okay.
Bima app. Bima app is a first company to come up with a comprehensive way of buying insurance offline,
Yes.
right? A very, very, very nice app. Anyone should try it.
Okay.
And the purpose of Bima app is to bring all the insurance companies together
Yes.
into one app.
Then you can actually now go
The moment you download Bima app, you click onto it, under insurance, you want a cover,
Yes.
then all the insurance companies come down.
And you see the
and
prices
you select,
and the...
Yeah, you select who you want to insure with.
Yes.
Right? We feel that's the next step.
That's the next step.
In the insurance.
That's the next step.
Enhancing insurance penetration in this country.
Okay. Maybe
right?
so that could possibly move us from 210 billion. Do you think it could get us to 300 billion in 5 years?
Why not? If you look at, we talk about insurance as a percentage of the GDP.
Yes.
What's the GDP of this country right now? It's about 1 point something trillion. I think 1.3 trillion or something like that.
I think it's slightly higher. You're probably alluding to the expenditure.
I think 1.7, something like that.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
If you look at, 10% of 1.3 trillion, how much is that? That's a lot of money.
Yes.
It's not even 200 billion.
That's true.
No, the GDP is about 3 something trillion.
Yes, the GDP is actually closer to 5 trillion than it is. Okay.
Yeah. So if you look at 10%,
yes.
You look at something over 300 billion.
Yes, 500 billion.
You know,
500
should be far much more than what we are experiencing right now in the insurance industry.
So do you think if you use the mobile phone as a means of distribution, it could be a growth driver?
The thing is this. It's not even about distribution.
Then what needs to be the growth driver?
The thing is this. People need to get confident.
Okay, awareness.
When you insure,
yes.
you're going to get paid.
Yes.
Then you don't even have to tell anyone anything.
Yes.
The moment you know that, the moment you hear a neighbor got an accident and was paid in a flash like this,
yes.
that's not like, what am I doing without a cover?
Exactly.
You go look out for it.
Yeah,
you don't even need to be told to insure because it's practical.
Washington, you and your army of 10,000 agents, when you're placing insurance, do you have preferred names? So if you're placing motor insurance
companies,
yes.
You have preferred insurance companies without advertising anyone.
Yes.
We as an organization, we advise our members because that's basically what we do for the welfare of our members. The companies you say we cannot insure with.
Yes.
Why? They don't pay claims.
Okay.
Or they delay a claim forever.
Yes.
Like I was telling you, I have a case right now where a claim is taking 2 years to get paid.
Okay.
Motor insurance.
All right.
Those are the kind of
businesses
companies
that you want.
Yeah, companies to take clients too.
So who's the preferred motor insurance company?
Motor insurance are people like Jubilee Insurance Company.
Jubilee does a good job.
We have GA.
All right, GA
we
does
have
a good job.
Sanlam,
all right.
It's very good in pay.
Okay.
We got companies like UAP or Mutual.
UAP, all right.
You know?
Yes.
They're a handful.
That's
You'll
for
be
motor.
so surprised.
What about medical?
Medical is also about the same companies.
Okay.
Jubilee is good
Jubilee.
as far as pre-medical is concerned.
Yes.
But you see, the biggest problem we have is this. You need to understand. This industry has over 63 insurance companies. 63 insurance companies? Yes. You know, nowadays they've been divided between...
Those are many.
They've been divided between general and life.
Okay.
Like, for example, Jubilee right now has general, has life, has
medical. Who's good in general, who's good in life?
That's right, that's a good question.
Yes.
If, for example, you see, now when you ask me, a company is as good as it pays.
Okay. So I've heard you say Jubilee in medical.
Jubilee, they're good.
So they sound like they're good in general.
They're good in general.
Yes.
They're good because they pay.
Okay.
Right? Well, even when you go to, for example, like life companies, you have to have companies like Britam leading.
Yes.
They're no longer leading right now.
Who's leading now?
You see, Jubilee is still leading. Even right now.
Jubilee is still leading.
Yeah, and people like Sanlam.
They're
still coming up.
All right.
And I was predicting the other day that this industry is really, the landscape is really going to change.
Okay.
The kind of people who are going to make an impact in this industry are no longer the companies on top.
All right. Who will make an impact?
Previously, we had companies like CIC doing so well.
Okay.
What happened?
Yes.
Because of leadership issues.
Yes.
Now CIC is doing so poorly.
Yes.
You know, because a company is as good as its CEO.
Okay.
You know? Company as good as its CEO.
All right.
If the CEO is not as good, if the CEO does not understand how the industry is all about, then that company will never grow.
Okay. So then who are the people that you see in maybe 3-5 years are going to jump rank?
Patrick Tumbo. Look at Patrick Tumbo.
Okay.
The former CEO of Jubilee.
Yes.
Now he's at Sanlam.
Yes.
He's doing so well at Sanlam.
So Sanlam is a company to watch.
Company to watch.
Okay.
In the next few years, Sanlam made billions in losses.
Yes.
In 2017. 2018, the company bounced back with profits.
Yes.
I mean, what else are you looking at?
Exactly.
You see, I mean, it's not easy. A CEO has to understand what exactly is happening in the sector.
Exactly, and then rally everybody else towards
everyone else.
A targeted,
right.
towards a vision or with clear direction. Is there any other name? I mean, when we look at the listed companies, we do have Britam, CIC, Jubilee, there's Liberty there is Kenya Re, and there's Sanlam as well. Is there anything that you ever do with Kenya Re? Do you ever hear Kenya Re
Kenya
out
Re
there?
is basically a reinsurance
It's a reinsurance company, yes
Yeah,
it is.
and Kenya Re, they're basically regulated by, you see, there's a certain kind of directive
Yes.
in the insurance industry.
Yes.
That all companies have to insure a certain percentage of their business
With the Kenya Re.
Right?
Yes.
So it could be also a little bit unfair that companies have to compulsory insure with a local insurance company.
Okay.
Companies should be let to insure with who they want.
Yes.
That's what industry growth is all about.
Yes.
But most importantly is this: what is the regulator doing about the growth of insurance? That's what you should be looking at.
What is the regulator?
The regulator should be looking at. There's something I talked about. Why are the main bodies in the insurance industry not into the Insurance Act? Why?
That's a good question.
Because without regulating the members within certain bodies, don't think there's much that's going to be done. You know,
Okay.
you'll have so many rogue people in the sector. We have thousands of insurance agents in this country who are not regulated by anyone.
All right.
Right?
So that
We
is
have a
something, that's
company-
the first thing that needs
That's
to
the
be
first
dealt
that
with.
needs to be done.
Okay.
We have an agent stealing from me, and that's why every year when we talk about how did the sector perform, how was fraud? Fraud was performed by so many insurance agents, but it's like a deliberate scheme to malign the agents. Actually, that's what I say.
Okay.
It's almost deliberate.
Aligning the agent.
Yeah, it's almost deliberate because you find the agents did like 50% of the fraud in the insurance sector.
Yes.
And so, yeah, they did. Why? Who regulates these guys?
Okay,
No
fair
one.
point, fair point.
Yeah.
We're almost coming to the end of our show, and I know you did mention that as the chairman of the Bima Intermediaries Association of Kenya, you do actually issue awards to the insurance sector, players, intermediaries, as well. I don't know if you issue awards to consumers. Give us just a brief overview of what
Of
these
the
awards
insurance
are.
awards, basically, what you find is that we as insurance players, we as insurance agents, being the 10,000 of us,
Yes.
we have views.
Okay.
We know companies. We know who pays.
You
we know
know
who doesn't
everything.
pay.
You know the operations. You know
practically
everything.
We can tell you what the CEO did last night.
Oh,
Someone
wow.
saw him somewhere.
Okay, I know how to be in your industry.
And so,
It is known.
so we know what
Okay.
happens
Or
in
can
this
you add
industry.
me in one of these WhatsApp groups on our
We will.
Yes,
It's very
okay.
interesting.
Yes, all right.
So now, we every year we award insurance companies under various parameters.
Yes.
Who has the best claims payer?
Okay.
Who has the best customer relations? For
Okay.
example, we have 13 categories.
Wow. All right.
That we grade these insurance companies on where to give. Who's the best in?
So then we need to pay attention to that report.
No, you need to. We've done that every year for the last 5 years.
When are you
know?
doing it for this year?
We're
Which
doing
month?
this year on the 6th of November.
6th of November.
6th of November.
So you
We're
did
doing
one
this.
the November last year?
Last year we did November. The other year also did in November. The first one in 2015 we did it in December.
Is there a
3rd
report
of
that
December.
comes out of this?
Of course, there's a report that comes out.
Where can we get it?
You can get it. You can go to our website.
Oh, okay.
BimaIntermediaries.co.ke.
Okay, fantastic.
You're going to get all
Because
that.
I think that would be very insightful just
Very
for
true.
anybody who's trying. And then
Very true.
the final question, as we're coming to the end of this, are you seeing an onslaught of foreigners beginning to look at the insurance sector today?
Foreigners come as long as you have a robust sector.
Okay.
If you don't have a robust sector, you don't expect foreigners to come in to
Okay.
invest.
Yeah.
You don't invest. In fact, what's happening is this. Investors are putting out of this country.
Yes.
They are pulling out.
They're pulling out.
They are pulling out,
Where are they
especially in the insurance industry. Come on. You see, we have all these political upheavals happening in this country.
And also, it's not profitable as well.
It's not profitable. We
Okay.
have corruption. Corruption is runaway. We have
Yes.
runaway corruption in this country.
Yes.
This corruption also permitted the insurance sector. Insurance sector is not an island that has been spared by corruption.
Yes,
it's not.
that's true.
And it's big time.
Yes.
People have been auctioned in this country because of fake insurance companies, so to speak. I call them fake insurance
Yes.
companies. Their work is just to collect money,
Yes.
but not pay out.
Yes.
Which investor is going to invest in an industry like that?
That's true. Wow. So a lot. We need to have you back here again. But I think I like how you've helped us understand if some things don't change, really don't expect the penetration to change, don't expect the setup of the industry to change.
Yeah.
And then I also like that you've also brought out some good names that are doing well and maybe names to look out for in the medium term.
Yeah, in the future.
In the future.
Yeah.
Maybe as we come to the close of this this particular segment of the show, Washington, what are your parting shots when you're looking at insurance, having been a practitioner for long and also representing a very good number of agents in the sector?
There's something I'd like to say right now.
Yes.
Is that we need to see the regulator doing more than is being done.
Okay.
You see a regulator that's actually regulating the industry, or the regulator should just go home. We don't need a regulator.
We need the regulator to go home?
Let the market forces play.
Yes.
Let the market forces play.
Yes.
I think it's even better than that.
Okay.
Because you find that once you regulate a field, once you have like a big man, there's a big man saying that comes in and telling you what to do. The big man can favor you and not favor me.
Okay, which is, and that's not a fair way of doing business, but it's what it is.
Business, that's
it's
what it is. Why don't we have the market forces doing their stuff? And let's have insurance. If you do wrong, you go home. If, for example, you see right now,
yes,
the companies that don't pay claims, why are they being licensed every year?
That's a good question.
Why are they being licensed every year?
That's a very good point.
Why are they collecting money? Be licensed means.
But you as the chairman of your association, then why can't you, in a way, influence your underlying agents not to put business with companies that don't pay?
We do that, but listen.
Yes.
Like I said, this is not a regulated industry.
Yes.
These agents are basically, most agents are not even under Bima Intermediaries. They refuse to join Bima Intermediaries because we are very, very strict in who comes to our organization.
Okay.
We vet
you still vet who comes into the organization.
So these guys, we give to these companies that they know if something happens, the client will not get paid. But they still give business to these guys.
So that's something that they need to check out.
Yeah.
Mr. Ndegea, as we come to the end, 6 companies are listed on the Securities Exchange. There is Britam, there's CIC, Jubilee, Kenyari, Liberty, and Sanlam. Would you invest in any of this?
Maybe Jubilee and Sanlam.
Maybe Jubilee and Sanlam. Yeah. So maybe those are things we need to look at and just see.
Because I believe those are the companies that are doing things professionally.
Okay.
Professionally.
And
like I told you, the CEO of a company really matters.
So we need to look at the leadership and corporate governance.
Look at the leadership. Then invest in the leadership. If you actually invest in the leadership,
all right.
You don't invest. What's a company? Company is people.
That's true. It's people. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Washington Ndegea. He is the chairman of the Bima and Intermediaries Association of Kenya. He's telling us, I mean, if nothing happens in as far as the regulation is concerned, then the growth in this particular sector could remain stagnant. However, there are some players who are doing a professional job and they are paying back claims and they're gaining a lot more trust in the industry. We have Jubilee up there. We also have Sanlam up there. Do you agree? Would you put your money in either Jubilee or Sanlam? When you actually look at the multiples, they're trading up there. Sanlam has not yet paid a dividend, but it has turned profitable. Maybe something worth trying to analyze to see whether they will be paying a dividend anytime soon. Jubilee pays a dividend, it's really muted. The ones that are paying the higher dividends are the ones that we have not had very good scorecards on, and that is a CIC Insurance way up there. Will you buy any of this? Will you not buy any of this? What more information do you need to make this decision? Thank you for joining us today. Have a good afternoon. See you once again tomorrow.